American Promise romps in the Virginia Derby, sets a track record. Well, welcome to All Horse Racing All the Time, where we bring you fresh new horse racing information every single day. I'm Alan, your host. Big day at Colonial Downs yesterday. Their first ever Kentucky Derby prep race, a 50-point race, thrilling race. Get this, American Promise wins, sets the track record, mile and an eighth. 146.41, but not before putting in a blistering opening 6 furlongs of 108.39. Are you kidding me? That's fast for a sprint race. But here, okay, how fast was that? They labeled the track as fast. We don't have a buyer figure in yet, but we know it was damn fast either way. And it was a matchup, American Promise out of Hall of Fame trainer D. Wayne Lukas. D. Wayne Lukas heading to the Kentucky Derby again, seeking his 5th victory. And none other was squaring off with Bob Baffert with his getaway car, the 4-5 favorite who wound up finishing 4th. It was a thrilling race. Getaway car gets out of there, known for his quick starts, had Irod Ortiz up and ready to go, and getaway car gets out of the gate lightning fast, opens up a lead. Now, both horses were early speed types, but D. Wayne, they set it up. Jockey Nick Yarez was up on American Promise, who wound up going off at 7-1 in that race after opening 12-1. Figure, is this going to be a speed duel and getaway car is going to get away? Well, it looked like it might be at first, of course. American Promise usually does his best and when he goes wire to wire, right? As he did a few races back. So we figured, does he have the speed to go with getaway car? He tracked him through the beginning stages before he just ran away. You could see in the picture behind me, thrilling victory for American Promise out of Justify, Team Justify. Now, American Promise, a $750K colt out of Justify, the Triple Crown winner. And so he has the breeding. Does he have the speed to go on? Now with 50 points, he will qualify. He qualifies now. So D. Wayne Lukas heading to the Kentucky Derby again. And now, as is Bob, he already has entry. Citizen Bull already qualifies. Others now with getaway car, even with his 4th place finish. Now, getaway car has 45 points, which should be enough. Looks like it is. Last year, the cutoff point was 37 points. Getaway car has 45 already. Now it's up to Bob. Is Bob going to send getaway car to the Kentucky Derby? Has the points. I don't know. I don't think he has a shot to win if he does go. Does he? What's he going to? Okay, you get the ownership connections. It's going to come down to that. Sometimes they want, hey, we have a shot to get this horse in the Kentucky Derby. Let's send him. I don't care. Maybe he wins. He had a bad race. Finished 4th place. Okay, now, one thing about getaway car that jumps out at me here is, he was doing his running mostly on the West Coast and on these faster tracks. And he was on a faster track yesterday, had to come east here for the Virginia Derby. Is he going to have enough? Maybe he's not quite as quick early as some of the other ones that are going to be in there, probably going to qualify for the Derby. Some others that might get in there, the front runners, one of Bob's others, a Citizen Bull, horses like that, or some other speeds, big early speeds. Does he go? I don't know, but he qualifies. But the big story here is American Promise. And Wayne is an aggressive trainer. He'll run him out there often, and he will run him in the big races. And last year, he seized the gray. He did a nice job, won the Preakness at 88 years old. I believe he turned 89 the next day. So right now, D. Wayne Lukas, 89 years old, and a chance to win his 5th Kentucky Derby. And the other drama between, we'll go back to getaway car for a second, and D. Wayne Lukas and Bob Baffert. Now, these two squared off in the Sunland Derby. Here's a little story here, which makes this even more juicier victory yesterday, where he had getaway car going up against D. Wayne Lukas's, one of his top colts, his big gun, I guess until yesterday, with American Promise's victory. Caldera was going in the Sunland Derby against getaway car. D. Wayne's Caldera is going up against getaway car for Baffert, right? So they had a thrilling victory, and they came down to the end. Getaway car was out front. Caldera, D. Wayne's, does get him, gets a little bit ahead, and Getaway car fights back, and Getaway car beats, Baffert beats D. Wayne Lukas in a thrilling photo finish. It turned out to be a nose, maybe less. It was hard to see. When I watched the race, I couldn't tell who won. I thought, oh, this could go either way. And, you know, those camera angles, right? So it came down. So Baffert prevailed in the Sunland Derby by a whisker over D. Wayne Lukas, his mentor, right? So you got the drama there, disappointment, the protege or whatever. He comes on and beats the guy that really nudged him into the horse racing training business. So now get this. So after that thrilling victory, now Caldera is not done yet. He's going to be running next weekend. I believe it's Louisiana. It's one of the two prep races next weekend. So Caldera, he did nab 25 points or 50, 25. If he comes in first, second next week, maybe even third, Caldera is going to have his chance to put another Lukas entry into the Derby. So Caldera, he's not done yet. He's running next weekend, big in a 100-point race. So first, second, third, probably good enough to get him in there. Second for sure. But now back to this thing. So now American Promise and Baffert square off again. Baffert has the 4-5 favorite, and then D. Wayne with a 12-1 shot bet down to 7-1 turns the tables on Baffert. Does he get his vindication? I guess so, because this time the old pro turns around and prevails in the Colonial at Colonial Downs in the Virginia Derby. Virginia Derby had been a 3-year-old turf race on turf in the summers, but now both the Virginia Derby and the Virginia Oaks this year for the first time became Derby prep races. So that was a big deal, especially for the people that went to it. Virginia fans or the home base that usually goes to the tracks there, Colonial Downs. And they really played it up to the nines. The place was packed, completely packed, sold out by Wednesday. They had the mint juleps going and all the beautiful hats and outfits and bow ties and top hats. Everyone was set. It was really, they even had the guy that calls the Derby. What the hell is his name now? The guy that calls the Kentucky Derby called the Virginia Derby yesterday. So yeah. We had that going too. The whole atmosphere was set. And so American Promise goes on. The old pro comes back, 89 years old, heading to the Kentucky Derby again. Bob Baffert. We'll be seeing that Baffert, of course, is going to have qualifiers. So we're going to see those two knocking heads again as D. Wayne Lukas searching for his fifth Kentucky Derby winner. I believe his last one was 1999 with Charismatic. And so it was just a great race. Great for horse racing to see those two square off. So we'll be keeping an eye on that for you future players, Kentucky Derby players. We got the Future Pool 5 that's winding up today. You got until, I believe, 6 p.m. to get in your wagers there. You can do a double, Kentucky Derby, Kentucky Oaks double, and you can also do wagering as little as $1 exacta plays for the futures. And so you got some good ones. So now's the time to play those futures because a lot of these horses are still live. And they're some over 50-1, 80-1. Some of the exactas combinations are outrageous in the thousands, over 1,000, 500, 600. You're not going to get those prices on Derby Day. So if you see some good ones, maybe you want to jump into the pool and have a little bit of fun with it. If you want to be a little bit more conservative, you could play with the horses that you know have secured a Derby spot. But this type of play at this stage, you're better off looking for some prices, have some fun on prices that you're not going to get in the Kentucky Derby on horses, especially if you think it's good enough to finish second or whatever. But look over those PPs, okay? If you need PPs for the future pool, email me at liveracingshow@gmail.com, all one word, lowercase, liveracingshow@gmail.com, and I'll shoot you over some PPs so you get a heads up with that. Okay, Sunday today, March 16th. So have a terrific Sunday and best of luck today if you're playing the races. If not, you still have a terrific Sunday. Thanks for watching, everybody. And remember, may the horse be with you.